Okay, so our list this week comes from Nathan FKD in our Discord. Again, Sports Brewery. If you would like to join our Discord, it's where we get our list ideas, movie suggestions, all that good stuff. It is a good time. If you listen to this podcast, watch this podcast, you should be in our Discord. It's fun. It's a good place. And it comes from Nathan FKD, and it is top 3 childhood TV shows. So not necessarily kids shows, but shows you watched when you were a kid, I guess. So we're saying like 80s, 90s for us. And
I was gonna say, when does being a kid end? Like, what are we putting?
18, like 18, let's say. I don't know. Does that work? Sure, right?
I mean, I don't have anything past like 95, so.
You know what I realized in looking into this is that SpongeBob started in 1999.
Also, how is Leon Draisaitl a name in hockey? Have you seen his last name? How is his first name Leon? Makes no sense.
Yeah.
Sorry. Just
good take.
Hockey talk.
Good stuff.
Leon Draisaitl. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. You should do like a tight 5, like stand up on it.
I should.
You ever notice that Draisaitl doesn't make sense? What's up with that?
Why is his name Leon?
What's his
This is a
name
white guy
Draisaitl?
named. You ever met a white guy named Leon? I haven't.
I haven't. Okay.
I'm trying to think of a white guy named.
Nope. You can't.
Have you ever met a white guy named Leon? I haven't. What's the deal? The white guy's named Leon. How about Leon? Leon the Professional? How about that? Huh? It's a fucking movie about a white guy named Leon. What are we even doing here, King? What are we even doing?
But that doesn't count. He's French, so there's a little like thing over.
Yeah, he's Leon.
Leon.
Le professionnel. Leon. They tell you to say it. I know a white dude named Leon. He wrestles gators, said Booble. He actually does, like, for real. Okay.
I mean, if you are a white guy named Leon, I guess you have to wrestle gators.
You go wrestle some gators. It's all safe.
Shoot him. That's a blast from the past, too, if you guys know that line.
Shoot him.
Shoot him.
Fucking tree shaker. Shoot him.
All right, so our list from
that
Nathan
show is
FKD,
not on my list, by the way.
Our list from Nathan FKD in our Discord is top 3 childhood TV shows. Who would like to start? I got to say, picking my top 2 was fairly easy. Picking my number 3 was very, very difficult because there's like a shit ton of honorable mentions. Like,
oh, my honorable mentions are insane. Like, just off the top of my head, I went Clarissa Explains It All, Seinfeld, Daria, Sabrina the Teenage Witch, Saved by the Bell, and then I stopped with honorable mentions.
Like all
I was
that,
I could just keep going on. All that, Hey Dude,
so many,
so many. Camp Anawana, whatever that was called,
X-Men, Batman cartoon, like fucking the Beetlejuice cartoon was rad. All right, who wants to start? I can.
I'll start.
I can start because I had so much trouble picking my number 3. So number 3, it's like 1, I liked it and laughed at it and enjoyed it, but 2, it had like a personal thing for me too, because like my dad and I sort of connected on it, and it is Animaniacs. And so Yakko, Wacko, and Dot, they lived in the Warner Brothers tower. They just fucked with people the whole time. They had the song about like every capital, every country, all of that stuff. It's just I fucking love that cartoon, man.
Can you guys sing the Animaniacs like opening?
Oh yeah,
no?
It's time for Animaniacs.
Animaniacs.
We're zany to the max.
To the max. That's where I get lost.
Something in our slacks. We're Animaniacs.
Was it like ham in the slacks or something like that?
Yeah. So that's mine.
All right. I guess my number 3. I'm gonna go Chip and Dale Rescue Ranger as my one like cartoon. child cartoon.
So good.
I like that one.
Chip and Dale's Rescue Rangers. Chip and Dale's with this danger.
You know it never fails once they're involved. Somehow whatever's wrong gets solved.
Chip and Dale's. Oh,
such
man.
a banger.
Banger.
Dude, art like in DuckTales too, like art.
I was gonna say I picked the one of their,
Sorry, I might have jumped ahead.
Block.
My bad.
It was like a 2-hour block of just banger after banger
after banger. Yeah. I gotta be honest. I love like Tiny Toons and shit too. Like I love that shit was so bomb. Okay, sorry. What's your
My number 3?
Yeah.
Little older, pushing the age limits, but it was Wings in the Summer on USA Network.
My guy.
Sandpiper Air.
Yep, Sandpiper Air.
Yes.
Just watch that block, go do something for a couple hours, come home, and all of a sudden it's Matt Berryhill, Tom Glavine, Mark Lemke, Otis Nixon, and the Braves are on. I didn't even turn the channel. That shit rocked. TBS USA Network, you molded me.
Thank you. Salute Ted Turner, right?
I would go home for lunch in high school, and USAM would have like Wings whenever I was home for lunch.
Wings and Coach, right?
And like, Coach was always around with it too. Yeah, so I'd always eat and walk.
Dauber guy. Dauber was a real rascal.
Dude.
Dauber has made so much money. You brought up SpongeBob. That dude had made so much.
Oh my God.
Yo,
way more than what he made from Coach.
That should be a separate list. Is like stay home from school sick TV shows. Because it was those. There was like NFL films. Like I watched NFL films all day long, because it was just on ESPN because they had to fill time. It was before they actually had like talk shows all day long, and they just showed NFL films videos. It's fucking fantastic.
I actually wish they would have that.
The autumn wind is a pirate. You're like, you want to what? I've seen this a bunch, but yeah, I'm still into it.
I'm gonna watch the season breakdown of the New England Patriots before they had Tom Brady. Like, yeah, that's what I'm gonna do with my fucking sister.
I think the Steve Grogan guy got a bad break. Could have been a good QB.
Guys, Steve DeBerg was awesome, you guys. Like,
hey, watch it, pal.
I was really into quarterbacks named Steve. I don't know what to tell you. All right, so 3s from the chat. Nutian says, Thomas the Tank Engine.
Oh, he's so young. He's such a baby.
You're like a young person.
Yeah.
AK-47.
If he says backyardigans, I'm absolutely throwing hands.
He's definitely going to say, he definitely seems like a Caillou guy, if we're being honest.
Oh, my God.
AK-47, the opposite end of the spectrum, goes with Knight Rider.
Hey, great show.
Banger. And
in a time where families gathered around on Sunday to watch TV.
Same with Swoosh McDuck, same era, A-Team. Another good one.
Wasn't an A-Team guy.
Yeah,
I didn't watch it a lot either. But...
Never been a fan myself. Yep. By the way, Stay Home from Sick shows. What's the? Jesus Christ! The one with Bob Barker.
Oh, Price is Right.
Price is Right. Yeah, Jesus, man.
So
it was in my head.
Press Your Luck was the better one.
Press Your Luck was fantastic as well. Yes.
Was that Whammy? Was that No Whammy?
Yeah, No Whammy.
Yep. No whammy. No whammy. No whammy. Stop. Yep.
There's a great documentary on a guy that like somehow figured out their algorithm on the thing moving around and won like $25 grand and might as well be $1 million.
He was counting chips, man.
Back in
look at that shit. Or counting cards, I mean. Yeah.
Counting cards, more or less, yeah.
Boobles number 3, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
100%.
I just learned that Bryan Cranston used to do the voices for a bunch of that. He was on the Smartless podcast, I think it was. Which one was it? I think it was Smartless. And he talked about how that's when he was starting up, that's how he earned his money before he was actually hired for Malcolm in the Middle and stuff like that. This number 3 from WCP, Salute Your Shorts. Yes.
We run, we jump, we swim all day. We run into,
sail on ships.
But this thing will last forever. Yeah, great show.
Ships? Is that what he said? Camp
Something like that.
We love you in our
We
hearts.
hold you
And when we think about you, it makes me want to fart.
It makes me want to fart.
Get it right or pay the price. Yeah. Ugly. Kevin. Let's see. Swoosh McDuck, The Price is Right would be everybody's number one. Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Probably. Yeah. Okay, number 2s. It goes to me, I believe, right? Yes. My number 2 is Pee-wee's Playhouse. That's one of the few shows that was like appointment TV for me. Every Saturday, I would make sure to watch Pee-wee and then watch baseball and golf. By the way, when I was a kid, I used to watch golf. I would have a club in the living room watching golf and just practice my swing and stuff. I would do that with baseball too, and got in trouble many times for the no ball in the house thing. But yeah, Pee-wee every Saturday. It was like a perfect kids show. It really was. And they would, Pee-wee's thing started out as like an adult show in the Groundlings and stuff like that. And so there was definitely like elements of that woven into the show, but they never went too far or anything like that. It was just, I loved it. Lawrence Fishburne played the cowboy.
Okay, thank you for saving me. I was going to ask an awkward question about who was that famous black guy who wore the cowboy hat?
Yeah.
Who was that?
And you were going to guess the wrong one, and it was going to be weird.
I was, yeah. Yeah.
Larry, he used to go by Larry Fishburne back then.
Yep, Larry.
Yep. All right. What's your 2?
All right, my number 2, I am going to go step by step. There was a lot of early to mid-90s sitcoms. Suzanne Summers and Patrick Duffy, I don't think you can get better mom and dad characters for a sitcom.
Make it better the second time around.
And they're on the roller coaster.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah. By the way,
and the weirdo who lived in a van in their backyard.
Yeah.
Who I think in real life became like abusive and rapey.
So you're probably thinking of Cousin Cody.
Yeah, I am.
He started. Maybe it was probably like the mid 2000s. Started making a bunch of weird the Substitute 5, and like action fight. Like he thought he was like a kung fu guy for a good while, and made a bunch of sequels to old 80s and 90s action movies.
Like American Ninja.
Yeah, he's not that good. Can't replace Dudikoff.
Kind of sounds like American Ninja. All right, what's your 2?
My number 2, Living Single.
So good. The Living Single, hanging with Mr. Cooper, block that they used to play. Man.
Was the LL Cool J show in that era?
Oh, that show rocked, by the way. I don't remember what it was called, but it was on the WB or whatever. Yes. That show was awesome.
God, I can't remember the name of it.
Back when LL used to do this all the time. Hey, yo, baby.
I forget. I think he was he's supposed to be like a pro athlete in his.
I think he played for the Raiders. I think he played for the Raiders.
Yeah. And his sister came to live with him with her kids. I think was the plot of the show, if I remember right.
Yep.
God, it's killing me.
So good.
That show.
This is a good list, guys. Number 2 is from the chat. Swoosh says the 2-hour afternoon block of DuckTales, Darkwing Duck, Chippendale, and Tailspin. I mean that's 4. That's 4 shows. That's cheating, but it's okay. I'll give it to you.
Darkwing Duck also rocked. Yeah, for sure.
Tailspin
In the House was the name of the LL show.
House.
I'm just surprised it wasn't in Duh House.
It was just not Duh. Is actually.
I'm just surprised because of the time.
Ran for 5 seasons.
We're gonna call it in Duh, and we're gonna make you adjacently a Raiders player because that's just what we're gonna do.
Surprised nobody said Tia and Tamara yet. I assume that's everybody's number 1, right?
It was a good show.
It was a good show.
Not mine.
More number 2s. Nutian says Rugrats. He's young. He's young.
Great show. It's a great show, though. That was on Snick. I watched that with what was that? We talked about it before. The scary show that was on Snick.
Are You Afraid of the Dark?
Yeah.
Are You Afraid of the
Or
Dark? Man,
Goosebumps.
what a capper! What a capper!
Yeah. My brother was huge into Rugrats. My little brother, and I would watch it with him. Rugrats was
Tommy Pickles.
Yeah. Let's see.
Was that Stuart Mandel? Wasn't he the voice?
Howie Mandel. That was
Howie Mandel. That's Stuart Mandel.
Yeah.
Howie Mandel.
Yeah, that's Bobby's World as well.
Stuart Mandel would be way cooler.
Also, that's Bobby's World.
I was like, shit, did he just unearth some? This is like the coolest unearthed gem ever. Stuart Mandel did the Rugrats? Was he in like college? This is awesome.
That was his first gig. Yeah.
Also, because I need to do this, that was Bobby's World, not Rugrats.
That's
Howie Mandel. Yeah. From the mind of Howie Mandel. Remember, like the opening, it would like open his skull, and then Bobby would come out on the big wheel. Yeah. Let's see. 2 from Booble. Are You Afraid of the Dark?
Yep.
Good times. WCP's American Gladiators. Yes. And AK-47, The A-Team. This is number 2. I never understood what people saw about the A-Team.
I didn't get that one. Yeah.
I liked the movie, so I'm guessing the show. I mean, it was probably old and shot shittily, but it was probably cool.
I would think you would be into the A-Team. It's like 80s, 90s, dumb action, like over the top acting. Mr. T was in it, like.
Yeah, I feel it was maybe just before like it might have ran out by the time I started.
Have you tried to watch it?
Shit. No.
Yeah, I kind of think you might like it.
Let's see.
It's kind of your style, man. I bet you could probably watch it somewhere. I bet there's a Pluto TV A-Team channel that you could just watch.
Gotta be honest, it kind of sounds like you're talking like a partner into like butt sex. So, I think
you might like it, man.
I think you might like it. It just kind of seems like in your character set.
My girlfriend and I saw you across the bar, and we really liked your vibe.
Yeah, just try it.
Yeah, ran from 83 to 86.
Want to save for it? We're gonna have one.
Okay, number ones. My number 1 is In Living Color.
God, how risque for you.
Easily my number 1. Like, by far. That I quoted that show so much, like Fire Marshal Bill, the Homie the Clown character, like the what is it? The Hated it. Yeah.
Men on Film.
Men on Film. Thank you. That's what I was trying to remember.
You just stole my joke. I was hoping that wasn't mentioned, and I was just gonna say I did a rewatch. You want to know what?
Hated it. 2
Hated
snaps and a twist. My favorite sketch they did was David Alan Grier doing the Shakespeare reading of rap songs. That is, god damn it, that's so funny, and it holds up too. Ugh.
I think it'd be Calhoun Tubbs with his 10-second blues song. I wrote a song about it. I'd like to hear it. Here it goes.
Oh, it's so good.
I feel like that's a show though that was we think it ran forever, but there's probably only 2 or 3 seasons, and then everyone went to go make movies.
Oh no, everybody left. Yeah, and then they brought in Bobby Lee and Will Sasso and
I think you're thinking of Mad TV.
Yes, I am thinking of Mad TV. You're absolutely correct.
Yeah. But they brought in the younger weight, Sean and Marlon. I think came in as
Was that the soft launch of FX in Living Color?
I think that was straight Fox.
That was Fox, yeah.
It was straight Fox.
Because I remember I remember during a Super Bowl, Fox had a Super Bowl, and they did the halftime show.
Yes.
Was
that was
Living Color. Remember that? Yeah.
And if anyone is bored, look into NFL Super Bowl halftime shows. Yeah. The reason it's a spectacle now and why Michael Jackson did it the next year is because in Living Color on Fox, which did not carry the NFL, kicked their ass in the ratings. Everyone was like, yeah, that's better. This is entertaining. Yeah. Well, you're playing Paul McCartney or whatever the fuck they did in 91 or whatever it was. Yeah.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah, that was a real thing. That's why the NFL decided to turn it into a specter, because in Living Color beat their ass on Fox.
Jim Carrey took a steaming pile on them in the ratings.
Yeah.
Yep, it does. It do be like that. All right, what's your one, Ski?
All right, my number 1 has the best intro, and it actually ran for like 150 episodes. Perfect Strangers. All I have to do is just watch the intro, and then we're set.
Yeah.
We're good with Balky and Larry for the next 24 minutes.
Yeah.
I'm blanking on the intro. Sing the intro.
Standing tall.
That's right.
Tall.
Yeah. Okay. Yep.
Rise or fall. Yeah.
Yeah. Gotcha.
In your wings. So good.
The rise of thunder. Yeah.
Nothing can stop us now.
And then he's like stuck in like a revolving door. Yeah.
Revolving door. Yeah.
What a gag.
He just
Balky. What a gag.
King, like both you and I were the same in that. Like that song was right here, and all we needed was that little intro, and it's like boom, there it is.
Yeah.
Bust that out for something. I knew it was in there for some reason.
That's fair.
All right, how about you, King? What's your one?
My number one, Full House.
I get it.
No, because I love it because it's the first thing in my mind where there's the theme song playing, and it's not chronologically. It's not, because Perfect Strangers, just like we said, was before it. But it's like the first sitcom in my mind where there's the theme song playing, and everyone just turns around like,
Totally.
It gets me. Rascal. Like, great. Love it.
Has there been another show with so much weirdness out of the entire cast, like in real life? I mean, Stamos is like the normal one out of that entire cast. I mean, the Olsen twins, they went off, and Jodie Sweetin was like a crackhead. Candace, whatever name is some crazy, weird religious person.
Evangelical person, yeah.
Yeah, that one with what's his face, who became like the super weird religious dude, and Cameron Bure.
Kirk Cameron,
yeah, that one. Whatever the hell show.
What was that show he was on? It was in the 80s.
Trying to remember. I can't.
Family Ties.
Was it Michael J? Family Ties. Was Michael
Family
J.
Ties
Fox
is
on that
Michael
one?
J. Fox, right? That's different.
Okay. Is it?
I think.
Silver Spoon? Was that
no, it's definitely not Silver Spoon.
Valerie Burt and Ernie. We got
but the crazy thing was
growing pains.
Growing pains.
Yeah. And that was with Alan Thicke, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Man, we need to get back to watching sitcoms with strong father figures.
Yeah.
And Carl Winslow, Bob Saget. Like, we just need strong father figures back on
Bill
TV.
Cosby,
on Friday, Bill Cosby on a Wednesday, Bob Saget on a Friday. Like, it's just wholesome stuff. It's just wholesome.
Good wholesome entertainment.
We're really missing that.
It's for the family.
Yeah.
No, but the crazy thing that pops up every now and then for Dave Coulier, apparently he used to voice over Richard Pryor. Because apparently Richard Pryor would shoot a movie, and would not come back like voice work if they need to put so they would get Dave Coulier to come in as Richard Pryor.
No fucking way.
Stop it.
There's a clip out there.
Cut it out. No way.
In between banging Alanis Morissette, he was knocking out.
It's a hell of an era. It's
what a life.
Hell of an era. Wow. That's impressive. Okay, we ready for ones? Ones from the chat? All right, ones from the chat. Swoosh says MacGyver, the original series. Obviously. Nuttians, the Mike Bellotti Show. I like that. I used to watch that.
Baby.
I used to watch that too because the games were not on TV, so it was like the only way you could see highlights from the games. I used to record those on VHS. No joke.
I remember the Rich Brick shows.
Yeah.
Not really, but
let's see. WCP's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Obviously.
Heroes in a Half Shell.
Boobles is Mama's Family.
Oh,
Now that's just
I love that theme song. And the Golden Girls in Mama's Family was a babysitter's that I used to go to when I was a kid staple. The dad, the father, whatever, his name was Keith. He suffered a really bad stroke and he was always in a wheelchair. And we just watched Golden Girls and Mama's Family all the time in the summer. Well, I was just, I don't know where her name was Karen. I don't know, whatever. But yeah, oh man, Mama's Family. What a great show. She was so snarky. Is that Carol Burnett?
So it was Carol Burnett. It was a spin-off from the Carol Burnett show with Vicki Lawrence, who played the mama character. Yeah.
Vicki Lawrence, man.
Yeah.
She had a sharp tongue on her. Tell you that much.
No doubt. I think Harvey Korman.
Yeah, all the people from the old Carol Burnett
all the people from Carol Burnett show were on it too. Yeah.
And what was it? Tim something. Tim.
Yeah.
Was that a block with like Sanford and Son too, or was that? And
I think Sanford and Son. I feel like those are too early. No, come on.
Because Jefferson's came out after.
Yeah, so Vicki Lawrence.
Family, is that what it spun off of?
Yeah, Harvey Korman, who was Headley.
Blazing Saddles.
Headley in Blazing Saddles. That guy. Oh, he's so funny.
Tananism.
Yeah, right.
That's a drop for just two.
Tananism. I know. I still remember having the big voice guy do that for us. That was fun writing that for him to do.
Tim Conway. That's who
Tim Conway. Yes. So our last number one happens to come from AK-47, and it is The Cosby Show.
Hear him out.
Hear me out. Oh boy.
I mean, everything he learned in life, he learned from Bill Cosby.
That seems about right, actually. Nobody said Sesame Street.
Didn't watch it.
Putting that out there. I know how to get there. I just didn't watch it.
That show was too woke.
Yeah. It really was.
Green frogs.
Trying to teach me the alphabet? Get lost, losers.
Who wants to read? Nerds.
Oh, kindness. Fuck out of here. Yeah. I'll kick your garbage can over, you little green fucker.
Equality. Get out of here with that.
That's a big fucking elephant thing, hairy elephant, whatever, saber-tooth elephant, whatever the fuck they're called. Woolly mammoth. Get out of here.
You found it.
I found it eventually.
All right, so there's a whole bunch of honorable mentions here, and I'm just going to read through them real quick. So Airwolf, Hanna-Barbera cartoons, Looney Tunes, Transformers, Voltron, Gummy Bears, Wild and Crazy Kids.
Wild and Crazy Kids.
Guts, G.I. Joe, He-Man, Thundercats, Muppet Babies, Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood, Reading Rainbow,
Nerd,
Family Matters, Bozo the Clown, Keenan and Kel, America's Funniest Home Videos, yes.
That was a good one.
Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, Guts. We already did Guts. That's right.
Yeah.
Double Dare. Let's see. The Ramblin' Rod Show.
Ramblin' Rod.
Pimp My Ride. Cops and Mythbusters.
Here's the thing now. If kids, are 10 or so, is their favorite show like a YouTube channel?
Yes.
Yes.
Do kids watch TV shows like that?
No.
And
no,
right?
No, it's all streaming. So the deal, every parent now, they just put the same thing on a streaming channel over and over again, and that's how they pacify their kids nowadays. I can speak from experience on that. It was finding a thing on Disney Plus or Netflix or whatever, and just playing the thing over and over again, because otherwise you get yelled at. And who wants to get yelled at by like a 5-year-old?
No, but like when you
Hard
turned
pass.
like 10,
Hard pass.
like when we turned like 10 and we wanted to watch, like we said, step by step,
YouTube.
those kind of shows. It's like, instead of watching that, you're watching like a Roblox streamer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
or a
like my
Minecraft
youngest.
streamer. Yeah,
like-
that's
My youngest is going to be a 6th grader next year. And the last show he liked, and he liked it for about a week, and it was an old show at that point, was Sid the Science Kid. If you don't know what that is, that's perfectly fine. But it was a thing. And then it was, oh, I can just watch weird shit on my tablet? Well, that rocks. I'm kind of done with you, TV. So
let's bring, like you said, bring back the dad, the sitcom dad, and bring back, family viewing. You need a 2-hour block where families can watch things again, right?
gonna make it great again.
Gotta make it great again.
We're gonna make those Friday nights
Can't be too woke.
better than before.
Get those DEI shows out of here. They could go to Netflix. Bring back the
Bob Saget.
That's what we need. Mary Kate and Ashley. I heard they had a crush on me when they were younger.
Oh, wholesome kids, good kids,
Good kids.
very white, very white.
I will do the last honorable mention on our list that I'm going to point out came from Nutian as well, and it is MXC Most Extreme Elimination Challenge. One of the
Literally never heard of it.
one of the best TV shows ever made. Period.
Never
I
heard
think
of
it was a Spike TV.
It was
show.
Spike TV. It was
Yeah,
it was based on a Japanese game show kind of
It was a
thing.
game show, yeah.
It was called Takeshi's Castle, starring Takeshi Kitano, who is famous in Japan for being the star of like mafia action shoot 'em up movies, like seriously adult fucking movies. And he was the host of this game show that was the silliest, weirdest fucking thing ever, where people would just they wanted to compete, and whoever made it to the end won something or whatever. We never really got that from MXC, but
remember that show called Wipeout?
yeah, it was
That
very
was on
much like
ABC.
Wipeout.
Same
Yeah.
thing. It was like obstacle
okay.
course shit, and people just get destroyed. That was the name of the game with it.
Yep, and so MXC was like comedians. I think there was a couple people from Mad TV who started it too. Comedians dubbing over the voices. And it was fucking hilarious. They would come up with themes for each show, and it was so goddamn funny. It still is funny. That show holds up, by the way. I think you can watch it on Prime. It is so goddamn good. So if you ever feel like it.
I'll throw my last honorable mention. We're out of here. I brought it up in our Discord. The Iron Chef. Used to get real high and watch that in high school.
Yes.
And
I watched Iron Chef too.
That qualifies.
And our competition today, Farmer's Market. There's just be every vegetable. How is that a challenge? They're chefs.
Say that again. Say that again.
Farmer's Market.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you gotta check
Something wrong with my headphones.
Yeah,
It sounded a little different that time.
yeah.
You gotta check those headphones, bud. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah.
All right, we good? Yes, sir.
Good.